What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a coffee talk, which I have been talking about doing for a substantial amount of time now. Basically this is just gonna be like a story time kind of video because I am going to be out of town this coming week, Wednesday, September 27th through Sunday, October 1st, because I'm going to Montgomery, Alabama for my mock trial competition. Therefore, I wanted to have some kind of content to get up, and I know that this video will be relatively easy to edit, as well as some people are hopefully interested in my coffee talk. So we're just gonna jump into it. Basically, I don't really know where to start. But so long ago, let's say like first time I tried coffee, I was like, yo, this stuff, Dalton is back there. He just announced himself. That's my roommate's dog, but I make the bed specifically so he can hang out there. So he's here with us today. Okay, so, the first time you try coffee, you're probably like a little kid, or maybe you're not, I don't know, but the first time you try, you're probably not gonna like it. And I have never needed caffeine the way that I need it now that I'm in law school, but I went through my entire undergrad not depending on caffeine. I really just like grinded through, I was tired. There were times where I would be in class, I specifically remember, and I would be narcoleptic, you guys. Like, I would be literally falling asleep as I'm looking a professor in the eyeballs. And I'm like, no disrespect, but my body is I am not in control of my body right now. So it got really bad when I was like super tired, but I couldn't drink caffeine because, let me back it up a little bit. When I was in high school, I ate and drank like an asshole. And by eating, I mean junk food all the time. And by drinking, I mean I drank a Dr. Pepper every day. Okay? I would come home after school and have a bag of Funyuns and a Dr. Pepper. And wow, those were the days. But I then realized about my senior year of high school that I was addicted to caffeine because I would get the withdrawal headaches if I wasn't drinking the Dr. Pepper every day. And that's when I kind of started to get into the like, okay, I need to be healthy. So I took myself off caffeine like cold turkey, and it was so hard. Like for a week, I just felt terrible. And I know, like I understand those consequences now, and I know that I'm probably gonna have to go through that again. But since I'm on prep right now, I am more dependent on caffeine just because my food's low, so my energy's low, but my work demand is still high. So basically now we're gonna bring up to the meat of this story, and that is I don't want to call it like a condition or anything, like it's really not a big deal, but I've just been diagnosed with something that is called migraine with aura. And if you're familiar with that, please comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. But basically it's where an individual will get a migraine and then you will get a blind spot, so you can't see. And it's not your entire field of vision, and it's not like a black spot, okay? It's just there, and the closest thing I can describe it to is kind of like static on the TV. Like, it's just gray or black and white, and it's just there. Like, I could literally, and it always comes in the same spot. It always comes up right here in my field of vision, moves across, and then sometimes it'll just like go down, it'll be all of this, or it'll kind of move back down this way. And I can literally hold my hand out in front of my face, wiggle my fingers like this, and not see it. So it's particularly problematic if I'm driving and it hits. And again, I don't go like completely blind, but it's still not like something that makes a person very comfortable. So I have that, but I don't get the migraine. Like, the only symptom that I would get would be the blind spot, and it lasts anywhere from 20 minutes to, I think the longest one I've had is like almost 2 hours. I keep a note in my phone documenting when this happens, and it's just not a good time. Afterwards, I feel really dizzy for the rest of the day, and it's just, you feel foggy and you're just a little off. You're worthless for the rest of the day. Your productivity is shot, and the only thing that gets rid of it is sleeping it off. And even then, sometimes the next day I don't feel normal again yet. So basically, my theory is this was the result of hormone manipulation. And by that I mean I was taking birth control, so that was manipulating my hormones. And whenever I told the doctor about this, they were always like, oh, it's stress. This is a rare thing. And it's genetic. My dad has it too. But it's stress induced. You're gonna have to manage your stress, which it got really bad when I was graduating from KU and entering law school, and I was like, I need this fixed. Like, I cannot deal with this in law school. So the doctors, they're like, this is rare. We don't really know what's going on or what to tell you. Like, I got a CT scan done. I got an MRI done just to make sure that nothing crazy was going on and also to have some peace of mind. And honestly, that was very expensive, but I think it's worth it to have peace of mind that, I didn't have any, like a tumor pressing on my brain stem or anything like that, because even like my heart rate was being affected, my energy, my, what's the word? When you're able to like pick things up and put them down, like when you're learning as a child. Oh my God, what is that word? Operational? I don't know. Please comment down below if you know the freaking word I'm talking about. I think it starts with an M. Anyway, it was affecting everything. Like, it was almost like I was having mini strokes, which, I'm gonna be honest, one time in my life when this happened to me, I was in high school, and exactly the left half of my body went numb. I'm talking like half my gums, half my tongue, half my face, my left arm, left leg, like perfectly split down the middle of me. And that was a really scary thing. And going back to my dad, he takes a prescription every day for this because the doctor literally said, if you do not take this, what is happening to you is basically a mini stroke. And that's very scary. So, we're not looking to have that happen again, but that just kind of shows the seriousness of the nature of whatever the heck was going on. And so, why am I saying all this? Well, it ties in to the topic of this video, which is coffee. Whenever I drank coffee, it triggered this. Every single time. It never failed. If I drink even if I drank the smallest little cup of coffee, later that day, I knew I was doomed. Like, I was gonna feel like crap, I was gonna get the blind spot, and I wasn't gonna be productive. And I'm drinking coffee to make myself more productive in the first place. So it was counterintuitive, it was not a good time, and I just gave up on it. And so all throughout college, I remember I used to make like green teas or, just regular teas. Like, that was the only thing I could use a Keurig for, was like the hot water. And I just accepted it as like a way of life. And everybody's like, how do you live without coffee? How do you do it? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I just do it because I have to. And it was fine. Like, I got by with my natural energy. Again, I had the narcolepsy sometimes. But yeah. So then about a little over a year ago, I stopped taking birth control, but I can't remember, I don't know. The reason is unimportant because I don't remember the reason, but I stopped taking it because I am a holistic healing preferred person. I always say if I was going to be a doctor, I would be a DO. Nothing against MDs or prescriptions that save lives, but I just prefer to take a holistic approach first, and I really was against the idea of hormone manipulation. I want my body to regulate itself and, get our own groove going. So I got off birth control, and a lot of things have changed as a result of that, which that could be a topic for another video. If you want to hear more about hormone manipulation, I would love to talk about it. So I got off that over a year ago, and I waited a while to see if it was like out of my system. So I think at one point during my 1L year, this past year, I drank coffee again, same thing. And I'm like, okay, well, then it doesn't have to do with that, I guess. I don't know. I'm just not able to drink coffee. So then fast forward a few months, because getting off the birth control caused me to have hormonal acne. And it wasn't really on my face, it was more like on my shoulders and my back, which sucks. Like, that just makes you feel so disgusting. If you've ever experienced that, you just feel gross, and it sucks because you can't do anything about it. So I went to the dermatologist, and they gave me a prescription. It's called spironolactone, and it is actually a blood pressure medication, but it is used in females to prevent the production or perhaps absorption. I don't really know the scientific, but I know that it blocks androgens in the female body, which is a male hormone, which causes the hormonal acne. So I'm back on a hormone manipulation, and at this point I don't realize it's an issue. So I'm taking it, and it takes a while to like clear my skin up, but eventually things are great, and it's happening. It's fixing my problem. But again, I'm back on hormonal manipulation medication. And I'm like, okay, I want this. I don't want this to be indefinite. I know that at some point I want to get off it. And I thought that I would keep taking it until my competition here in 5 weeks, because I want to make sure that my skin is clear to literally go on stage and wear a swimsuit. You know what I mean? So it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Nick and I discussed the effects of spironolactone on fat loss and prep and plateaus, things like that. And Nick is not a doctor. However, he is my coach, and so I do appreciate his insight. And he gave me the option to stop taking it. He said, here's what's going to happen if you keep taking it. Here's what could happen if you stop taking it. You know, obviously nothing is for sure, but it would probably be beneficial to stop taking it. However, he verbatim told me, I am not telling you to stop taking it. This is up to you, and it's your choice, you know, etc. And so I did a lot of research on my own. I called my doctor's office, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna stop taking it, because I had been contemplating anyway, because again, I don't like the hormone manipulation medication, and I figured, you know what, if this is gonna benefit me, then let's just try it. And I also, for those of you who have hormonal acne on your back and your shoulders and even your face, there's a brand of body wash, and they make face wash too, called Panoxyl, Panoxyl. Blue and white tube. You can get it at Target. That's where I get it. You could probably get it at Ulta or, you know, anywhere that sells like generic body washes. And it's a little pricey, but you just massage it on the area that's affected for like a couple minutes in the shower and then rinse it off. And that stuff works miracles. Like, I've been off the spironolactone for a few weeks now, and just using that body wash has kept everything fine. So I'm hoping that I can just stick to that for as long as I need to. But yeah, that's a side note. So I stopped taking it, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to try coffee again, because it's getting to grind time. I'm in the worst semester of law school. I need energy. I need the caffeine. You know, I was having a Monster here and there, but I have never been a big fan of energy drinks until now when I needed them. So I mean, you guys know I keep my Up energy stocked. That's Christian Guzman's energy drink, if you're unfamiliar. And I don't drink those very often. I only drink them if I absolutely have to, because they are 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is a lot, and they have 7 carbs in them, which I don't really have the carbs for that right now. So over the summer, I drank a handful of them, but now I would rather drink coffee, which is 0 calorie, and get the caffeine benefits from it, because I'm still very sensitive to caffeine since I haven't drank it for the last few years. So I tried coffee. I tried it one day, and I was like, wow. Nothing happened. I was like, it's not the end of the day yet. We're going to see if I can make it. And rest of the day goes by. I ended up being fine. Second day, same thing. I was like, if we can make it 3 days with no symptoms, oh man. And so the third day comes and goes, and I'm fine. And I was like, holy crap, because I own a Keurig, like a very large Keurig, and I just want to use it. I just want to use it, like actual coffee. And so, yeah, I'm fine now when I drink coffee. Like, I love it. I can go on coffee dates. I can enjoy Starbucks the way it's meant to be enjoyed. This is like a whole new world to me. I feel so trendy with, like, I bring a little cup of coffee to class, and I'm like, top of the morning, everyone. Let's get to business. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's cool. It's little things, you know? So I honestly, truly, and wholeheartedly believe that my condition, I don't want to call it a condition, the whole migraine blind spot thing, I believe was absolutely triggered by the combination of manipulating my hormones and introducing caffeine. And those two things in conjunction made me feel not good. So I am now very happy, because I am not on any type of hormone manipulation medication. And as I explained earlier, I love a holistic approach. My skin is doing fine for the time being. Let's hope we can keep it under control. And I get to drink coffee now. So yeah, I just thought I would finally share that talk, because I always talk about it, and I'm always like, oh, I can't drink coffee. And everyone's like, girl, you crazy. And I'm like, I gotta do it, dude. And then now that I am talking about coffee, people are like, didn't you say that you couldn't drink coffee? And I'm like, well, yeah, well, but it's this whole thing. Like, people ask me, and I would have to spend 15 minutes explaining this whole story to them. So the cliff notes are, oh yeah, I was taking some medication and like I had this weird migraine thing, like triggers my migraines, and so yeah, I stopped taking the meds and now it's fine. Like that's my cliff notes. Maybe I should put a note at the beginning of this video that you could skip to, 15 minutes just to get the answer. But yeah, so there's my coffee talk. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you don't, maybe you don't care at all, but whatever. I'm here to tell you a story. You got the story. If you or anyone you know has dealt with this sort of thing, I would love to hear about it because I have not heard of anybody else dealing with this. And I would love to hear, remedies that people have found or experiences that they've had, or any other symptoms that coffee might make you have besides, the obvious coffee poops. Okay, so that's gonna be all for this video. Side note, I am 5 weeks out from the NPC All-Stars on October 28th, 2017. I am pumped about it. I feel like I'm finally starting to look like a bikini competitor, and that's something that I wanted since the summer of 2015. I remember the day that notion hit me that I wanted to compete. I remember the video I was watching. I remember like everything. And now I'm 5 weeks away from doing it. So I encourage you, if you see something you want to do it. I don't care how long it takes you, and you shouldn't either. Do it. All right, that's my little life tip for this video. If you're still watching, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Please like the video, please subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.